Hello everybody, welcome to my second video blog. This is where I put down my thoughts and what I feel about certain topics under ecological engineering. So I've been spending a lot of time recently thinking about how we can start actually implementing real change in how we conduct engineering design. So I'm talking about design including ecological engineering parameters. I'm talking about design taking into account that natural and social capital is not infinite. So I was thinking about perhaps implementing new engineering standards, perhaps making some standards that we already have and making them more modern and more strict and perhaps more applicable for the modern world. But I realized that through all of this is all still a losing battle. We will never truly be able to quantify the link between design decisions and ecological systems. How do we do this when we can't even model simple systems like a dual pendulum? It will also be prohibitively expensive for governments to develop engineering standards for different areas and different locales, with each with their own different contextual situations. It would be much better to pass this responsibility on to the people making the actual designs. I'm talking about the engineers making the designs, as well as the private companies that employ them. See, there are already valuation techniques for natural capital. There's things like the benefits transfer approach for things like recreation and passive use. And then there's a shadow price value for industrial production. I mean, there's more like this as well. So what I'm trying to tell you right now is that there are ways we can start looking at how we can value natural capital, things like, say, a lake. And then this is where the easiest and most effective way to execute an ecological design mindset exists. It's required that such techniques that I just mentioned be exploited during the feasibility stage of the project. So when they're looking at how much this project is going to cost them. And then it is also should be a governmental requirement for them to require recompensation for any negatively affected parties. So this lake that I mentioned earlier, if somebody goes ahead and pollutes it, they will not only have to clean up the lake, but also pay compensation to those people who have been negatively affected. So people who are fishermen, or people who use the lake for tourism purposes and so on. So what this will ensure is that designers, as well as their management, are careful to avoid wasteful ecological expense. And when it hits their bottom line, they will make sure that design decisions don't negatively affect natural capital, as well as the ecology around them. When I talk about this, I'm reminded of a certain quote by James Carville, Bill Clinton's campaign manager from when he was trying to become president. And it goes something like, "Is the economy stupid?" In other words, when it boils down to it, most people, the vast majority of people, are motivated by only one thing, and that is money. Thank you.